This program is sponsored by Auckland City Council. 185. The number of ethnic groups in Auckland City. 38. The percentage of Auckland residents who were not born in New Zealand. Coming up next.
But I'm in favour of there being more openness, more of the discussion being carried out in the public arena rather than behind closed doors. I think that's certainly something we could have been justly criticised for in this last round.
They never came to settle. They never raised one issue with the then government of the UNP at that time. It was breached 7,000 times, more than 7,000 times by the LTT.
We also have a vehicle which we have developed within the police. It's called the Polokalama Leo Leo, which goes up weekly to all the different island group, and I'm sure some people have heard it. It's on UFM. And we talk about topical issues that you raise.
Next week.
We do have men coming along as well. In fact, our new sponsor Suzuki has got a lot of beautiful cars and motorbikes here, so certainly they're not all women, and frankly, where else can boys go where there's going to be over 20,000 women all in one place? So we do get some boys coming along as well.
9,461. The number of businesses in the Central Business District. 78,480. The number of people who work in those businesses.
Okay, malolo George. Welcome to the show. This is Hui Tahi Tupu Tahi, Everyday Communities program for Waitakere.
Okay.
It's great to have you on board, and I understand that you work for our Pacific people within the police. So if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your role within the police, New Zealand Police.
Firstly, Kaliti, thanks for inviting me on the program. A little bit myself. I'm Tongan. I was born in Tonga. My family immigrated here in 1970. I joined the police in 1985, and I've worked most of my career basically in South Auckland, but there's been a, what's the word for it? I worked front line. I worked on the street with the people, but since May last year I've taken a new role, the Pacific Responsiveness Advisor for Auckland City District. What that entails, we talk about Pacific issues that are arising all the time, and I think the police has identified that we need to develop a program and initiative to meet our community in a way that can better fit the community needs. I guess the old days of we do it the same ways. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah. And hence the new role I'm in.
Yeah, that's right. I think because we've been working with the community in the last few years, and I totally understand that we need to be out there working with our community. And recently, I think you just had a forum. I think it's a fono for Pacific people. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Okay, it's an inaugural one. It's never been done before, but we wanted to communicate to the community some of the initiatives we have to target specifically Pacific issues, and that was the whole premise of the whānau. We wanted to build a relationship, and I think the whānau basically was opening up the doorway for us to meet the community, let them see this is what the police are doing, these are some of the issues that they want to meet, and there is a way for them to address it, and they can come through the police to do that.
I think it's very important for the police to be out there as part of, people can see them as part of the community, because usually they isolate themselves and we see them as something else, especially working for government ourselves. But I think it's great to see that they all come together, and I saw some other government agencies, they're not only the community. I had an interest in gang-related violence. I think it's very important for people in the community to know a little bit about what's happening with gang-related violence in the community, or some solutions that you see from your background in work.
Yeah, it is a very topical subject at the moment, gang-related violence, and it's something the police actually they're front-footed quite strongly, and the media probably portrayed it as the biggest event have happened out in South Auckland. Yes, it is a problem within the community, and it is a problem within the Pacific community. But I think, as one of our speakers touched on the other day, it's relevant, and there's PI involvement because of the demographic we live in.
That's right.
Because we're in South Auckland, we're in Auckland, many PIs. If you go anywhere else in the country, they'll have similar problems, but it'll be different ethnicity who are doing it.
I think it will be in a different dynamic altogether. I've just been mindful of our time. I'm sure that you probably have something that you'd like to share with the viewers, or is there things with regards to your work or something that you experience in the community that you'd like to share with them?
Yeah, we do have a specific initiative to deal with some of the. You touched on gang violence. We also look at domestic violence, and we also look at road trauma. We have an initiative we were starting. It's probably because of the length of the program, I can't really go into it too much. We've created the Pacific Safety Community Patrol, which is another word for Pacific Wardens, to help to the issues of youth violence or gang violence for the influence of our Pacific community. I guess from that sense, and that's just an example, is that we identify some good people within the community who can assist us through the work we do. So we'll develop that program. We also got other programs developed with the other two strands that we talked about. My role is to reach out to the community. The community know who I am. I'm based at Auckland Central, but I have counterparts throughout the 3 districts in Auckland City, which is counties Manukau and Waitemata, and we all work together. If you've got ideas you want to learn about, if there's something you want us to come to speak to the community, we're more than happy to do that. We want to develop awareness program for the community, which we want to deliver. We also have a vehicle which we have developed within the police. It's called the Polokalama Leo Leo, which goes up weekly to all the different island group, and I'm sure some people have it. It's on UFM. And we talk about topical issues that you raise. Be aware of it. What can the community do to assist with it, or just that they know where their rights are at the time.
Thank you, George, for being on the program. We wish you all the best.
This program was sponsored by Auckland City Council. 559,700, the predicted population of Auckland City in 2026.